You know, it appears that the anticipation for Gran Turismo 7 is a lot bigger than originally thought, and for good reason too. If Gran Turismo 7 is indeed going back to its roots, I believe that we do have a lot to look forward to. I truly think that the game has the potential to be the greatest racing game ever. Let's take a look at 10 features that are needed to make this happen. And coming in for me at number 10, it has to be GT Auto and the return of the car wash. Now I know what you're thinking, the car wash? Really? Yeah, really. Now hear me out. The car wash mode is a feature that was introduced way back in the original Gran Turismo and later returned in GT3 A-Spec in a vehicle service area called GT Auto. Now, GT Auto allowed the player to do multiple services to their car like changing the oil, a wheel shop, and so much more. It gave the game a maintenance aspect where not only you had to race your car, but you had to take care of it as well. Changing the oil was essential and gave the car better performance if the oil was changed regularly. Now the car wash, it came in handy during rally races when racing dirt courses, but did you know that in the early games, washing your car actually gave you the slightest performance boost and gave your car better aerodynamics as well? 100%, try it out for yourself guys. GT Auto and the car wash were notably absent in GT Sport, so it would be great to see them make a return in Gran Turismo 7. And coming in at number 9, photo mode, and I'm going to be pretty brief about this one because it's a known given. You know for a fact that there's going to be a photo mode in Gran Turismo 7. Just look at these visuals, I mean, my goodness, you know it's going to be a thing, especially given how beautiful the game looks so far from the trailer and gameplay that we saw just last year. But advanced photo features like the ability to change the aperture as well as adjusting the shutter speed will go a long way in taking a photorealistic picture in Gran Turismo 7. Polyphony Digital will no doubt utilize this feature in the game. Plus, it's always fun to fool your friends or have a contest and decide whether the picture is real or not. Next up at number 8, purchasing used cars. Who remembers the grind of the car dealership in the older Gran Turismo games, in some of the later games as well? And what makes it so fun is the fact that these cars would cycle like 7 to 10 days. The used car dealership gave the opportunity to help grind your way to the top, as the newer cars were way too expensive starting off in the beginning of the game. And like I mentioned, if you didn't buy these cars right away, if you saw one that you had your eye on, maybe it was like the 6th day or the 7th day, and depending on when the cars would cycle, you go back in, the car is gone, it's cycled, it's out of there. This made it even more challenging and the purchase that much more gratifying. A feature that went missing starting in Gran Turismo 6, it would be fantastic to see it make a return to glory. Now it does appear that it will make a return in GT7, as it was shown off briefly on the in-game map in the gameplay portion of the trailer. However, no details have been given on that, and with things subject to change, it may or may not make the cut. So let's hope that we get a chance to see it come to fruition in Gran Turismo 7. If you're talking about Gran Turismo, you're talking about cars. I'm talking about a vast, unique list of cars from exotic to nostalgic. And that's exactly what this game needs to be the greatest racing game ever. While we don't have an official list of cars, GTPlanet.com put together a list of cars seen in the trailer that should be expected in the next game. Check out the list for yourself in the description below, but it appears we have a wide variety of cars on the way, most notably ranging from the Audi R8, Ford GT, Honda NSX, Lamborghini Diablo, McLaren F1, and many more. Personally, I want to see Tesla get added to the list. You know what it is when it comes to the drag racing. The 0 to 60 time on a Tesla, it would be phenomenal to just go ahead and smoke everybody away in a Model S. Let me know down in the comment section below what car you want to see added to the manufacturer list for Gran Turismo 7. At number 6, those dreaded license tests. As much as we hate them, we love them. The license tests, no matter how strict they can be, help us better manage race situations as they come across, like cornering, braking, accelerating, and more. And again, as I previously mentioned, as difficult as it can be to hit the times for each given test as you make your way through them, it's just better to prepare you for the in-game situations to help you win the race. We're at the halfway point, and if you're still here enjoying this video, do me a quick favor and smash that like button, as it really helps out the video and the channel quite a bit. Additionally, you can go ahead and subscribe for more content as I push it out quite often. Moving on to number 5, Gran Turismo 7 needs to have have sound effects, bumpers, and a soundtrack that sounds familiar to what we have come known to love. You heard the bumper at the beginning of this video, bringing the nostalgia from the beginning of the race, right? To even the sounds of making or confirming a selection within the game. Gran Turismo's soundtrack has become synonymous throughout the years, only slightly changing the variation but continuing the same tone. This is what helps the game become memorable as well. Never discount the soundtrack of a great video game. Without it, it simply is not the same, and that holds true with the Gran Turismo franchise as well. Gran Turismo 7 will surely have a fantastic soundtrack which will keep you coming back for more races again and again. You can't have a top-tier racing simulator without memorable racetracks, right? The racetracks of Gran Turismo 7 will need to be extraordinary, and in order for that to happen, the proper racing events will need to be included within the game. You know what I'm talking about: the Clubman Cup, the Sunday Cup, the endurance races, the rally races. I could go on and on. These make up the core of what Gran Turismo is all about. GT Sport had these modes absent at launch, and due to popular demand were brought back later in the game's lifecycle. Polyphony would do a disservice if they are indeed going back to its roots and did not include this as part of GT7. At this point, I would say it's mandatory. And next up, going along with that a bit, when it comes to racetracks and the racing events, simulation mode must be top tier. We've already seen a glimpse at the world map of GT7, and it looks very much familiar with that of Gran Turismo 4. Will it mimic that great game, or will it take it to the next level? That remains to be seen, but simulation mode is the absolute key to the heart and soul of Gran Turismo. To its core, it's where the majority of players will select when booting the game up for the very first time, and additionally, where they will spend majority of their time as well. Coming in at number 2 for me is the arcade mode, which of course yields the split screen and online mode as well. There's nothing like playing Gran Turismo with your friends, and GT7 will be a great game for online tournaments, of course esports, and competitive local split screen with your friends. It's a sure thing, and you can expect to see this mode in Gran Turismo 7, and it will be a welcome addition to the franchise. Alright guys, and now before I get to number 1, I would like to invite you all to tell me what features you think Gran Turismo 7 needs to have in order for it to become the greatest racing game ever. Comment down below and let me know, because I want to hear from you on this one. Of course, graphics are a must, and I didn't include them on this list because you already know what it is. You see what it is right here. Look at this. This is probably going to be one of the most stunning looking video games ever. They're borderline the best graphics I've ever seen from a racing game. Gran Turismo 7 is said to be utilizing ray tracing, and with the power of the PlayStation 5, there's no question that the graphics will be just as good, if not probably better, than the upcoming Forza Horizon 5 on the Xbox Series consoles, which by the way, looks pretty damn good too. So here it is, coming in at number 1 for me, something that a lot of fans would like to see: damage to vehicles. And I'm not just talking cosmetic, I'm talking full damage. Now I know it comes down to the licensing agreements with the makes and manufacturers of these vehicles, and we've seen it come to life in some aspects cosmetically, but nothing like what we've seen already in Forza Motorsport and also in Forza Horizon. It's something that is long overdue and much needed in the Gran Turismo franchise. I personally look forward to the day that damage is included in the game beyond cosmetics, where it affects the way the car drives itself. I absolutely love this feature in Forza. It challenges you. It forces you to second guess yourself from going ahead and slamming into that wall while you go ahead and try to merge through that corner and mend the turn. It makes you use the brake. After all, this is the real driving simulator, right? Then it should act like it. Let's see full damage to Gran Turismo. Now let's face it guys, Gran Turismo 7 is going to be a fantastic game. But I gotta say, if it has all of these features, plus the ones I'm sure that you guys will think of down in the comments below, it will undoubtedly be the best racing game ever. Don't forget to comment down below, as I want to hear from you guys what you want to see in the next installment from Gran Turismo. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more content. I'm A to the P. Albert Perkins, and we will see you in the next video. Until then, and as always, peace!